Hi everyone, I hope you're having a lovely day. What you saw at the start of this video was a little exercise I've put together that uses alternate picking. So what alternate picking means is the idea of using a pick but alternating the direction of the pick each time we strike the string that we're playing, like this. So it quite literally means down, up, usually starting with a downstroke. And the reason I wanted to put together an exercise for you is because I've come across many different exercises online which are a little bit too metronome based and not very musical. So I gathered that if I provide a backing track for you which still contains a click to help keep you in time, it'll just be a little bit more fun. So now I'm going to break down slowly exactly what happens in this exercise. So before we go into this exercise, I'm just going to explain a little bit about how I hold the pick and how I approach positioning the pick onto the strings. So I find that holding the pick with the thumb over the top and the index finger underneath is the most efficient way and the most comfortable way. Also ensure that you have a closed picking hand. What this means is that the other fingers underneath the index finger aren't spread apart like this. This causes tension up in the rest of the hand, so avoid this by all costs. Also keep your picking hand relaxed. I also find that keeping the palm of the hand placed on the bridge area, this metal bit here that holds the strings in place is the bridge. Bring the palm of the hand, rest it lightly on the bridge, and this ensures that we're moving from the wrist, which is a more minimal movement than moving from the forearm and gives us much more control. The last point I want to make is how I position the pick onto the string I'm about to play. I like to ensure the pick's at roughly a 45-degree angle. This ensures that we get a broader tone and that we don't get stuck on the string. For example, if we're too flat on the string, we're just directly flat onto the string like this. We get quite a lot of resistance between each direction. Whereas if we're at a slight angle like this, it's a little bit more fluent and gives us a much smoother and broader tone. So this exercise starts off by playing 8 bars of crotchets, which is 1 note to a beat. It then changes into quavers, which is 2 equal notes to a beat, and then finally semi-quavers, which is 4 equal notes to a beat. Now if you can't quite manage quavers or semi-quavers at the beginning, don't feel overwhelmed. You can just play crotchets all the way through for now until you feel more confident, and then we can gradually increase the accuracy from there. So the idea is that we play the first 2 bars on the high E string, which is string 1, and then we're swapping to string 2. What we're aiming to do there is alternate the direction of the pick each time we play, always starting on a downstroke. You'll get a count in before the backing track starts, and then a click will continue to be played along with the backing track to help keep you in time. So after our 8 bars of crotchets, we'll then be going into quavers. In order to play quavers accurately, what we tend to do is count an and between each beat. This helps us divide the beat accurately in half, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm now going to play those 2 parts together. I'm going to play 8 bars of crotchets with 2 bars each. So 2 bars will be on string 1, and then the other 2 bars will be on string 2. So it's 2 bars each string, like this. Here's the crotchets. Second bar. Now we're going to swap to string 2. So that's the first 4 bars. Repeat. Quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and Again. So again, that's 8 bars of each note value, and it's 2 bars per string. So once we've played crotchets and quavers, the trickiest part here is reaching the ability to play semiquavers. What I find really helps with semiquavers is accentuating the first note of each beat, like this. This helps keep track of where we are, keep a consistent tone as well, and also just, it sounds a lot more accurate when we're playing an accent on the first semiquaver of each beat. We do that by playing a slightly louder note on the first of each 4. The way we tend to count semiquavers to keep them equal is 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. So from the beginning, the whole exercise will sound like this. It's at 92 beats per minute. Again, you'll get a count in, and it will sound like this all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap strings. Again. Quavers, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat. Ready for semiquavers? Repeat. So at the end of the exercise, you'll notice there's 2 quavers at the end as well, just to end the song really. Again, please don't feel overwhelmed and like you have to play all of these note values in one hit. If it's too difficult at the beginning, just play crotchets. As long as you're alternating the pick and bearing in mind the things we spoke about with regards to holding the pick correctly and that you're playing in time with the backing track, that's the main thing. And just to have fun with it really, because alternate picking, it can be a little bit frustrating at the beginning, getting the coordination right. And the whole point of this backing track is just to give you something a little bit more fun during that process. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate this whole thing once more, but with the backing track. Okay, thank you for tuning in everyone. That was my video there on alternate picking. I hope this has been helpful and will hopefully give you something a little bit more interesting with regards to practicing alternate picking rather than just be playing along with a metronome and getting frustrated and bored. Don't forget that in the link in the description below you can get the backing track and also the tab to this exercise, okay? So don't forget to subscribe because I'll be making many more free tutorials. As always, have a lovely day and I'll see you again soon.